Hi guys, Nothing to Prove here. Today's a beautiful day because any day one can be out on two wheels. It's a beautiful day. And yeah, we take the 1200 RR out, not the RS, the RR. Say, what's the difference? You're looking at the main difference. Quarter fairing there. Also, they've moved the mirrors from the handlebars to said fairing, which also, say, what do you mean? Why did they do that? Well, take a look at the riding position has really changed to this sport bike mentality, as you can see there. And so the handlebars are now clip-on, so they're way forward and lean, and then lower. And the foot pegs are a little higher and a little further back also. That's the difference here in the riding position. Also, the TFT is a little further away from the control triple clamp here, which makes sense because if you're sitting here on the RS, you want it a little closer. If you lean forward, you want to take it away a little bit. Also, the electronic Öhlins suspension, if you want to pronounce it in German, it's Öhlins. All you American guys that always criticize me. Or in America, Olin. But they're a Scandinavian company, owned by an American company now in the last decade or so. But anyway, that's semantics. So that's what's different, is different between the RS and the RR. Now, the RS you put into the super naked category. You're right, I do. Where do you put this? Well, let's take a look. I put this in the Superbike Track Day weapon category now. Why? Yeah, it's this leaned over crotch rocket position, but it doesn't do too bad in this category, except on, as you can see there, power, it is pretty low on power. It is the lowest. But then if you look at torque, oh, it's tied for first place with what? The Aprilia. Oh. Then you take a look at the engine size. It's king there. It's the biggest engine size in this group. But on weight, no, there are two that beat it. But price, it's looking pretty decent there. The only things cheaper would be the Suzuki, the Kawasaki. And you can get into the base Yamaha R1. Or you can go to the M for 27, or the Honda, the SP for 27. That would be the good one there, yeah. But overall, those are the numbers, and this is where power-wise it's down, and that's where if you have a track day focus or want a track day weapon, you're more focused on power than torque. If you look at the Aprilia still back on this chart, that's got both. So I don't know, for a track day weapon, I think Triumph, they're going more for this beautiful cafe racer style look rather than tuning this motor more for track, even though they do say this is a track day focused machine. So now how do these numbers feel on the street?
Oh yeah, you can roll on and off this throttle in the middle of the corner. Just leave it, no clutching, just roll there. That was smooth. That was pretty good. Okay, let's go down to 2, little bit of front brake, lean in and roll on. There we go, perfect. Oh, this is fun. Okay, how is this quick shifter? Yeah, you guys know I'm gonna test it. Let's try her. Let's drop her all the way down to 1. Nobody behind me. Let's just do a rolling on here. Let's go. Okay, that's about the limit my selfie stick can take. Oh, that was excellent. Oh yeah, this quick shifter is awesome. I have a grin from ear to ear on this quick shifter. This is hilarious. Oh yeah.
Let's come up to this gorgeous suspension. Oh yeah, look at these bad boys. Nice fit and finish here, Triumph. Good job. I'm loving your cable management coming out of here. 120 mils of travel mounted to 320 mils of disc brakes, double, stylemas, of course, and master cylinder system there, of course, reservoir. And then look back here to the cables. Oh yeah, look at this. Loving that look. And then you have two pistons down there, right back there, Brembos. Now in the way though is this can. Maybe there is an aftermarket shorty can that you can put on there so that you can really enjoy the single-sided swing arm on here. But how does this new electronic suspension feel on the street?
Yeah, let's see, how is this electronic suspension with these speed bumps here in second gear during 50? Here, let's try it. Okay, and it's in road, so it's pretty mellow, but that's not bad. For a super bike, that's really good, actually. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, now let's see what this thing will do. What's he doing? I don't know. Oh yeah, but this suspension is, you just lean it right in and it just goes. It's nice. How's this rear brake? Good feel, good feedback. I knew how much pressure I was doing. Now what about the front? Oh, I have heard other reviewers criticize this front. I am not understanding why. I don't get it. I love this front brake. I am not having a problem with this, although I know some of the first reviewers might have the pre-production, but this front brake is awesome. I no criticisms of it whatsoever. And you guys know me, I rip front and rear brakes apart all the time. I criticize them, and I have nothing negative to say about the front or the rear brake on this bike. Really, it's awesome.
All right, let's continue on with the rest of this machine. Yeah, look at this tail coming back here. And of course, yeah, they have the, just like on the other one, they have 4 bolts, easy to remove for a track day. And coming around here, the seat is 830 mils off the ground. 15.5 liter tank. You see me pause here. Yeah, you're going to need all of that with that 6.3 liters per 100 kilometers. Filled up, this weighs, yeah, 199 kilos. How does that say feel in a little village?
You can ride all day long in first gear. This is a tall first and second gear. I'm doing 50 here in first, and the throttle mapping here in this little village is pretty good. I have nothing to complain about for this. This is actually better than the 1200 RS I rode last summer. I wonder if Triumph, you gave this a software update, because it feels smoother than the RS I rode last summer. So kudos there. Now let's go up to second gear. Oh, now it's so manageable, and I have it in street mode, so road mode, so it should be good, and it is. Although yeah, as you guys can see here, the riding position is not actually so great for city commuting, because you're a little leaned over. Here we go, 30 kilometers per hour. Let's drop her down to first. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a lot better. Wow, than the RS. Now for a super bike though, this is the position is a little softer. The legs are not as tucked, and you're almost yeah, you're probably leaned as far forward as a super bike. Not as bad as the Ducati Panigale V4S that I just rode 3 days ago, so that's fresh in my head, that riding position. And in-town manners are just a hair better than a Panigale too. Now they're not as good as the BMW, the S or the M1000RR, or the R for that matter. But if we're going to compare apples to apples, what is this thing like in town? Yeah, with this riding position, it feels like a sport bike. It behaves, although it is pretty mellow for the throttle. The throttle mapping, the on-off throttle is pretty good. Especially let's go into second. Oh, that's really good. A little scooter. So in town here, 2 thumbs, boom, boom. Considering what it is, guys, considering what it is.
Coming up here, your standard Triumph controls there and there. But I do like this look, Triumph. You did a good job with this overall fit and finish and cable management system, making a nice, tight, neat cockpit here. Although this wire gets in your way sometimes, just a little bit. And then this is the 5-inch TFT there. So I'm not complaining about the 5-inch because you're sitting here close enough to it. Considering the other super bikes that you get and the money you paid, that's par for course here. Overall, what is this thing meant for? Yeah, it's a track day weapon bike, simple, with occasional street use. That's all I would recommend for any of these bikes that I have on this chart. Occasional street use, mostly, yeah, 99% of the time track day focus. But you can ride this bike in the street if you like this crotch rocket sport bike position. It will work. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this review. And as always, guys, ride safe. That's the most important thing. And number 2, guys, ride like there's nothing to prove. Take care. Cheers.